I was a mess. I was emotional. I was hoping, wishing, praying that we get to a place where healing happened. But I didn't see it. I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't see how, because Dad just refused to hear me. And as he refused to hear me, the more I felt like this is pointless. So he said, there are many things he didn't tell me when he was in Nigeria and when he was in America that I don't know about. And I'm listening to him. And I'm thinking, yeah, because I don't trust you. I didn't say it out loud. But then there was a point where I just felt like, you know what? I have to say what is true for me, because I don't think I will ever have this moment again. It was scary, but at that time I was ready to just risk it all. I said, okay, Dad, I'll tell you. I said, Dad, the reason I didn't tell you some of the things I went through is because I didn't feel safe with you. I didn't feel that you can hold my emotions and the things that I was dealing with. And I remember as I was saying, I was like, oh, shoot. Am I saying these words out loud? Because as a Yoruba man talking to a Yoruba father, you don't say that to your parents. You just don't. But I did. I needed to. It was beyond me calculating. It was something that needed to happen as I was asking from the divine to help me move through this healing process. It meant I needed to be vulnerable. It didn't mean that. What I know is there is no healing without vulnerability. And oftentimes people can talk about things that happened, that they're trying to heal, blaming somebody, accusing somebody, blaming themselves. But it could be very heady from the neck up. But unless we're willing to go to the heart, unless we're willing to go to the soul, unless we're willing to tell the truth, whether the other person is going to agree with it or not, which means you're risking just telling the truth, there's a risk to be raw, to be vulnerable. And when you do that, healing will happen. I've had many experiences like that. Anyway, so I risked it. I risked revealing myself to my father like that and not knowing how I was going to hold that conversation. And at that point, I said it and I was quiet. And my sister and my dad were talking. I felt at peace. A little bit. Like, yeah, there it is. I said it. But I wasn't worried about it because I wanted to stay in that energy, even though I was done with it. Like, this is not going anywhere. And I came back down. I sat back next to Dad. My sister came back. Give me a moment. And as I sat down, sometimes when I tell this story, I can tell it. I get emotional, but other times it grabs me. It hits me really deep. And to tell the truth, once that spirit voice told me what this show is going to be about, I think that's been another reason why it's been hard to really do this show. Because I know this is going to happen. So my father grabbed my hand. Now, my main love language is physical touch. Maybe because I didn't get enough of it, a lot of it, when I was younger from my biological mother. I was with another woman, another mother. So my father grabbed my hand, hands. I don't remember if it was both or just my left one. Basically, he activated something in me. And he said, oh gosh. And he said, please forgive me for whatever I've done to you to cause you pain.